It says there we go. I'm connected to YouTube now, and also to Twitch. Hope everyone's having a decent day. We're gonna go through the Clan War Leagues, as well as the lower leagues, and then hopefully the Legend League. So hope things are going well for everybody. I might have to turn the music up. It looks like the music is playing pretty quietly. I'm gonna leave it where it is for now. I just spent the last little bit of time trying to plan these final bases, and I have a decent idea what I'm gonna do on all of them. It's just a matter of execution. Sean, what's up, bro? Or Mr. Primo. You might have to change your name on YouTube again. Well, it looks like they're live. This will probably triple. We did get some decent defense today. It's not like it was too bad. But still, we're going to try to get 43 stars on him. For this base, I was thinking to just drop the RC into here and pick this up. She can go either from the scattershot to the Inferno or from over here to the Monolith. It's just a matter if she gets distracted by the prince or not, isn't it? I'm gonna check on the lower leagues. Okay. I think here I have 2 attacks, yeah. I mean, I could just get these bases right and call it a day. Mr. Abrior, what's up? Or Mrs., I don't know. I don't mean to assume. Welcome to the stream. This base could be easy if I just drop the RC into, like, over here to grab the fire spitter and the poison tower maybe. And then just funnel the roots into the town hall. That should be kind of easy. It's just a matter of what I decide to run on the king, I guess. Hey, are you listening to the music you mean? I'm not listening to the music. Not today. Sometimes I do, but not today. I don't want the music to screw up my Fox timing. It's done that before, so. This is a base I could get with Fireball. A Fireball right on the town hall. I feel like that's quite reasonable, actually. It's just a matter of this fire spitter. Okay, let's go for this. I wish that I had a higher level rocket spear on this account. If I have to use my other account, then I will, but I have tons of Starry Ore. I just don't play actively on these accounts, so the glowy ore is my bottleneck. Let's take a look at number 8. This could be a little more difficult, because the fireball value isn't as huge. This base could be easy if I just get the RC to step in and grab the multi-gear. But it has happened before where she ends up walking this way instead of going to the multi-gear, even when you drop her on the right side of the wizard tower. So it reminds me actually of a hit I did yesterday that I tripled. Can you give me gold pass, please? I'm sorry, I don't give gold passes for free, bro. I give gold passes actually to my clanmates, but I don't give them to viewers for free. I might host some gold pass giveaways in the future, but I kind of want it to be something done on merit and not just pure luck. So far this looks decent. I think the rage spell was a bit early. I think potentially that he could have gone for the rage spell back here. But if he controls this area properly with the overgrowth, then it should be pretty easy. Yeah, something like this, that makes sense. His mini warden is still alive, right there. Right underneath his grand warden. So I think his chances here are really good. He'll probably triple that. Okay, let's take a look at these two then. I think I'll do a similar plan with the attacks I had yesterday. You could even argue that one of these builder huts is good too. But I feel like the town hall is the best target. Because of the funnel that it sets pretty deep. I just have no way to eliminate the town hall after, you know? Not with these equipments. And plus landing it on the town hall will get rid of the spell tower. Mr. Six Sigma, what's up, bro? Hope you got your... Yeah, I did fix the internet. There was actually a part of my modem that wasn't connected properly. And it must have been like that a few days, actually. I don't think it was just yesterday. Mr. Mangotra, what's up, bro? Avira, so can you give me gems, bro? I swear to you, in the name of God, I'm sorry, bro. Okay. I feel like here 3 earthquakes could be good. Or honestly, just 2 right over here. It doesn't need to be a crazy funnel. Okay. I just think my king is gonna have to walk to over here where the enemy king is. This fireball would be really easy with 5 invis. Just as long as the Warden can get some of this, then it should be pretty straightforward. I would like to have another healer, I think. That's the only thing. I might get rid of something, actually. Maybe the ice golem? That sounds like a bad idea. I'm gonna do it anyway. I think it can work. What about my messages? I don't know what you're saying. I only saw one message from you that said, hey bro, good morning. And yeah, I said good morning back to you. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the Warden is locked onto the storage. Wow, that was close, wasn't it? I put the ice block on the worm because I definitely don't want him to go down. I just hope that this funneling is good enough to finish this attack. It looks really good, actually. I just need to get through this area. A little close, but I got it. I think it's failed. It did get, like, kind of sketchy. But the overgrowth was good, I think. I was mostly worried about the Warden, because he didn't have a unicorn attached. I went for the Sneezy because if it was going to help with the beginning, like, clearing this area any faster, then it was worth it. Otherwise, if the plan was that I would drop the fireball immediately, that I'd bring the unicorn on the Warden. But yeah, I had the Sneezy and a couple furnaces working on this area. And then this right here. That was too close of a call for the Warden. Okay, I have one more attack here. Oh, sorry, I forget who is attacking the Pookie Boy of Cock. It's hilarious, bro. I have been doing some fails lately. I'm not gonna act like I'm immune to fails, because, yeah, my offense in the past couple weeks is kind of rough. I think that the bases are getting better. Honestly, I don't think it's a matter that I'm getting worse. I just think that the bases are getting better. Not just higher level, but like base builders clearly have a better understanding of how to design bases with the new crafted defenses and things like that. You could argue with Giant Arrow to get the Crusher Mortars decent, especially for an early Giant spawn. You could. But is this Crusher Mortar really going to be an issue? I'm not even sure. Maybe I'll bring it anyway. This is what I use when I go for RC charge. I could use the rage file on the king, but Raniel Sousa, hello, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Go with Fireball and Loon's army. I'm not going to do that on this base. With 3 multi-infernos, 4 heroes, it's a bad idea. El Drago, what's up, bro? It's good to see you guys here. Yeah, Lalo is kind of dead. It's not even a matter of that I can't use it, it's just that it's not that effective anymore. And I would like to be able to triple. Maybe the rage file is okay. I'm thinking maybe it is. Especially if the enemy queen can pull my king in. It seems quite reasonable. Otherwise, I would just use the earthquake boots. I don't care why maxing equipment is so hard. Honestly, I think that they're gonna fix that soon and make it pretty easy for returning players, but also effectively for everybody else. It's a nice charge, isn't it? Just trying to funnel the king over there. I pressed the warden ability right when the mini warden was pretty low. Hope it's not too early. It looks okay. I don't have a queen ability, that's really kind of the only last problem. I just need for the queen to be able to get this stuff that's up there. I think she does, but I might have to freeze, maybe not. I think we're in good shape here. It looks a little thin, but the plan was pretty solid, so it's not so bad. What league is this? This is just Master 2 or something. It's not a serious league. This is where I put my lower accounts. I need to have time, huh? This was my last of my lower league hits, so next I'm gonna show my Champ 1 hits. I'm just kind of using this as a bit of an extra warm-up, I guess. But that's 6 stars done. Mr. Warfield, what's up, bro? It's good to see you here. They did another triple. So if they do one last triple on my base, then yeah, I'm basically forced to triple out. I think I have room for like one fail. One fail only. Mr. Lowington, what's up, bro? It's good to see you here. I need a fireball army for that base. There's a couple bases I picked early on that typically are a bit tougher for the Root Riders. And it's because I don't want my clanmates with Root Riders sending, you know, or risking a fail. I think the best plan here is just to put a fireball in this rage tower. It's really just keeping things simple. I feel like I need 3 imbues maybe. I could use an ice golem just to make sure that I don't have a rage Rico on top of me, or maybe not. Didn't you hit this base yesterday? Yeah, I mean, it's a common base, but there's always some different kind of variation with this base. Like sometimes it's rotated, or sometimes, you know, the crusher mortar is somewhere else. And yeah, it's a pretty common base. Yesterday I did 3 fails and it caused us to lose, and that was on stream, so you guys can see how that happened. Maybe that was this base. Yeah, this was with a hook tower. This is what I hit yesterday, and the monolith is in a different spot. I think the way I went for this was that I put the fireball on from behind the blacksmith, and so the warden was able to continue this way pretty easily. You had a watermelon DoorDash? This is another one that I was thinking with the fireball too. Just try to keep things simple and go for the rage tower. I feel like I would use the ice block if I decide to go for like a warden charge up to like here. Okay, yeah, let's go for this base first, because this one actually looks the easiest. As long as I don't miss the fireball, you know? Probably gonna have to snipe the wizard tower. Nice and easy, wasn't it? So far, no issues. As far as I can tell. I just gotta watch the warden, make sure that he doesn't go down in a silly way. I think my warden's about to go down, but it's okay. Because his job is basically finished. Nice and easy, wasn't it? And a swag poison. I don't have the game sound on, but if he was listening, if anybody was listening, then they would hear the poison spell laughing. That's what I love about the poison spell swagging it, is it's like you're laughing at the enemy. That was an easy one though. This guy asked why we have to wait 24 hours, like for a base cooldown or whatever. But I don't think it's useless. I think it's annoying, sure, but it's not useless. It's basically to prevent people from cheating on war bases. Nicely done, thank you guys. Do you participate in unofficial tournaments? No, I don't. I don't really participate in any tournaments. I'm not exactly like against it, like I'm open to the idea, but let's just say a proper team has never really came around. My clan is pretty like international, and so the schedules are typically quite conflicting for that kind of thing. I think I need to use Fireball on number 8. Oh, my phone logged into my village. Give me one quick second. Okay. Built-in iMod, could you imagine? I suppose I have to beware Teslas, right? If it's anything like that base I hit yesterday. There were Teslas over here. I don't know, I don't even think Teslas will be an issue. If I place the invisibility correctly, then it should be fine, right? I just have to beware this area with the fire spitter and the monolith. It actually might be better to shoot the fireball from this side, now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't have to worry about sniping this wizard tower. It's just a helper hut on this side, or a collector. So just 1, 2, 3 invis still. This side looks safer for the warden anyway. I'd rather send my heroes into here, actually. I kind of want to save the ice golem for back here. Thank God that message doesn't happen during the attack. Well, I don't mess with my phone during the attack. That's the difference. I'm only touching my iPad. Let's drop one balloon just in case. It's good, isn't it? And it gets the queen. Okay. Not the most impressive. Like, I feel like I could have gotten away with a bit more overkill. But a triple is a triple, right? You have the same base, that's awesome. Mr. Raniel de Sousa, thank you so much, bro. I don't typically use rocket loons, that's the thing. Is that I typically use root riders. And honestly, for the rest of these bases, I'll probably use root riders. A base like this, a fireball can be tricky. Because, say you put the fireball over here to get the clan castle, then you still have to follow up against 2 poison towers, 2 fire spitters, and then this combo back here with the monolith and the inferno. On top of dumping resources to finish the king and the prince on this area. My plan actually here is with the RC church. And I think I hit this base on day 1, so I might refer to that. Yeah, here it is. I used the rage gem and the healing tome, but I don't know if that was the right idea because I did get stuff kind of smushed in this area. I feel like bringing a rage spell is better. Yeah, you can see here how this crush mortar works. It essentially just kills my mini worm. And then when your mini worm dies, everything else can die pretty quickly after. So think this plan is flawed. I don't think that it's the best plan. How many accounts do you have in Clan War Leagues? I have 6. Turn the music down, I will. Appreciate you letting me know about the music. Yeah, in Champ 1 I have 6. It's Havoc, Bane, Chaos, Rage, Doom, Fear. These 6. I actually have the last 4 attacks, I just did 2 of them. Yeah, seeing that max level Crusher Mortar is a little scary. I'll be honest. I feel like a skeleton works well in here, but if the Crusher Mortar locks onto my main force, then that's pretty much my mini Warden dead, right? Pretty much. I could even go from this side. This side looks pretty reasonable. Especially if I can get the king into here. I think this side can work actually. Six accounts in the same. Let me report them to Supercell. Yeah, that won't get you anywhere, dude. Because these are all mine, bro. Okay. I have a decent amount of confidence this can work, especially if I can. I'm probably gonna have to hold both of my headhunters for this area, and then control this backside with the overgrowth. How do you have so much time, bro? I know. It is a bit time consuming. It's not for the faint of heart. I don't know if it was good to use this last invis or not, but we're about to see. I did get the scatter shot, which right there you can say it's good. And now, this is where the poison tower can do, or the healing tome can counteract the poison tower. Can put this overgrowth here. The queen is doing queen things, isn't she? Getting stuck in the walls. I wonder if she walks out eventually. I popped her ability to get her to walk out. This is looking good. I think that this approach actually was better. Yeah, very nice. And very simple, right? Sub and Invis isn't insane, I agree, but it wasn't my idea to have Sub and Invis. It was Ekwak, and he's a top player out of China. And this is what he uses in Legends. I mean, it's pretty crazy, but it works. What do you do for work? I'm self-employed. I work as a sales agent for shows. Like, if you're a performer and you want me to like find a place for you to perform, that's my job. Yeah, the most time-consuming part of my job is making the contracts. The selling part is really easy, actually. Where are we now? Number 4. This is a base I was thinking about bringing the Eternal Tome because of this right here. If I put my whole army through all of this, you know, and then I definitely want the Eternal Tome, especially against this spell tower. You know, the risk of the Crush and Mortar like killing the Warden through his healing tome is just... Play Minds, is this a live stream or a nap tutorial? Throw in some excitement. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry this doesn't excite you. I'm just trying to have a chill stream. Can you check out my base? I'll do base visits once I'm done with the Clan Warley kids. That's what I'll do. I feel like here with the RC is pretty easy with only just 4 or 5 invis. It's better with Fireball. Are you talking about the space I was just looking at? Number 4. Actually, a Fireball is not a bad idea now, is it? I like the idea because this Crusher Mortar, it will get the Clan Castle. And then the Warden can deal with all this pretty easily if he continues to walk that way. It's not a bad idea, actually. I'm seriously considering it. I think RC charge is easy too. I don't think that one idea is necessarily better than the other. Because the RC, after the scatter shot or sweeper, wherever she's positioned, she can go either to the monolith or to this multi-inferno. You know, and like both ways is good. Would you like to show some hits from our last season Champ 1 Clan War League? If you still have them available, then okay. If they're good hits. How about those Supercell ID names? I know. These were just the random ones that it gave me. I could probably change these, but I don't really care that much. I don't know. I feel like the RC charge is safer. Where I'm predicting the bombs are, first of all, in here, because there's a bomb tower and a gigabomb. But second of all, potentially in here. They could be in here too, I guess, but that doesn't look like a baited area. I think I'm gonna stick with my gut and go for this. There was an attack I did yesterday, which it ended in a tragedy because I had this warden combo. There were some headhunters that came out of the clan castle and they sniped my warden through the healing tome. That's what happened yesterday, and it caused us to lose pretty much. I managed to recover all the way up to a 96%, but we still needed another defense to win. And it's funny because they had another base they ran that was the same as this, and I did this exact thing and I tripled, but he didn't have headhunters in the clan castle. See, that was really, I knew at this point I was in some serious trouble. Even if everything else like went to plan, I was like, I don't know. I lost the healing tome entirely pretty much. Who are your rivals in clan war leagues? We're up against Lothian, and so far they're perfect, which is kind of unfortunate. Unfortunate for us, I guess, because we've been failing a lot. We're in 8th, but it won't be for much longer. We'll probably finish like 5th, 4th. That's what I'm predicting. And yeah, we found resistance. Our percent was better than theirs, actually, in the end, but they still beat us because they had 42 stars. We did a total of 99.2 and they did 97.3. But it sucks that we can clear 99% of a clan and then still finish with a loss. I guess the other question is whether I could use a skeleton or not. And I feel like a skeleton back here actually would be good. So I'll get rid of this ice block. This is almost like what I was running last month. Almost. Except I had the giant arrow. But I'm not going to bring the giant arrow to the space. It's not going to do anything. Are you coming? I drop tag. I'll come after my clan war league hits. That's when I'll do base visits and stuff. There are a few giant bombs in here, which seems quite precarious. I'm glad I picked up the scatter shot though, I thought I missed it. Am I lucky that my queen is still alive? I feel a little lucky right now that she's still alive. Feels like she should be dead. But I think I got this under control. It's not looking so scary anymore. Most of the big threats are gone. Already I can tell you guys this is a much better day than yesterday. This is my 4th triple, and I still have 2 more. Yesterday was really unfortunate. Easy. Didn't ask for base visits. That's the player, that's the tag you sent me. It's good I have that. I'll go visit your clan after this. Did you guys manage to place on the leaderboard? We played better last month, and so we ended up number 11 on the leaderboard. But this month, unfortunately, I think our chances on the leaderboard anywhere close to that are pretty much dead. Well, nice hit. Do something different other than Root Riders and Dragons. Well, I want to win. And it's pretty hard to win without Root Riders and Dragons. Here, my plan is to get this with the RC right here. Mr. Malogosh, what's up, bro? You sent me your player tag, but I'm not gonna visit bases until after the clan whirly kits are done. I have 2 more. You guys finished number 10? That's awesome. Princess. That's an awesome result, bro. You alone have 6 accounts? Yeah, I do. And last month I did all triples except on the last day I did 2 fails. That was last month, and I'm pretty sure all the VODs are still there. So if you wanted to go back and check it out, then you can go to my channel, my YouTube channel. All of it should still be there. And we managed to defeat a team that had like Bernal, Simon, Nachoa, like a bunch of pros. I accidentally requested a lightning spell somehow. I'll have to fix this. Dude, 6 accounts on same clan war league and champ 1 isn't fair play, man. Well, I don't know what to tell you. My plan here was to go for a double invis redirect. It sounds kind of crazy, but as long as I time it correctly, then it should work. Now it's just a question of whether I want this icebox spell or not. I feel like actually a skeleton will do me better. Or maybe I can have both. It might be good to bring both. My town hall is 15. Can I join your clan? I'm sorry, bro. We only accept like max level players. And we're not recruiting right now. Even if you were like a top ranked player, we're not exactly recruiting. I just gotta watch for headhunters, right? As long as they don't snipe my warden like they did yesterday from the clan castle, then I should be fine, right? That's a good charge, isn't it? I'll take that. I think I'm good here, actually. My mini warden did die just now, which is not exactly ideal. I'm gonna drop this skeleton spell right where the monolith is positioned. We're looking good here, guys. Looking good. Just need one more triple, right? And then we win this war. And honestly, I think that even if I fail the last hit, that we can still win this. Real fun is in hard mode league only. Have you played hard mode, bro? It's like almost impossible. Every attack triple, yes. Every attack triple. I think, guys, you guys are seeing my first hater. This guy's kind of being a hater, which is kind of hilarious. I don't really care, honestly. But it's nice that we finally have a war that goes our way. After losing 2 in a row. Mr. Swayzway, thank you. There's currently 31 people watching between Twitch and YouTube. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate you hanging out. Gotta show that charge again. It wasn't ideal, actually, because I pulled the poison a little early. That's kind of what happened. I meant to time it so that I didn't have to deal with the poison. The plan initially was to put a redirect over here or over here, but I didn't actually end up needing that. The enemy queen pulled my RC where I wanted her to go. Pretty simple charge. Now number 7. This base is actually the one I think I was looking most forward to, in terms of like being an easy base to hit, because what I'm thinking is to send the RC into here, and I did a base search and I found a base like this that has Teslas over here, which is good, but they could also be over here. And yeah, the RC just needs to grab up to these defenses, and then I can send a log launcher straight to get to the town hall. Show us something other than root rider / drag spam. Were you here in my first two attacks? I don't know if you were, because this is where I use rocket loons, and I don't use drags or non-modded hits. I don't know what you mean by modded. Mr. Fabian, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. This guy's just pulling my leg, that's all. Here's where I was thinking I need the Eternal Tome, is especially up against like this right here. Could totally see myself putting the overgrowth like here. And actually I want to use the log launcher, so I'm not going to bring this CC, I'm going to bring, what is this combo? This one. I guess the last question is if I need a skeleton or not, but I don't think I do. This area back here is covered against the skeleton. And this right here is also covered. I feel like an ice block would be a bit more beneficial. Do something live, please. I'm waiting to send a request, and then I'll hit this base. And the funny thing is that even if I fail, I think we still win this. But I don't know what the percentage kind of lies at. We have a 99 and an 87, and I think they did something kind of similar. Here's an 86. I feel like I could get away with like an 85% 2-star and we still win this. Or an 86, 87, something like that. So as long as I just do a 90%, then I'm good. Dragon attack, please. I don't do dragons, bro. I'm sorry. I don't want to say that they're bad, it's just that I'm not that good with them. I did experiment with them in the beginning of the season, so if you want to watch my live streams then you can see how they went for me. And yeah, I'll give you a hint, it was not great. I don't even need an earthquake spell. As long as this area is completely clear, then it's not needed. Oh, there's bombs. It's a good place for bombs, isn't it? Recall. I did kind of screw this up with the log launcher, because nothing's exactly going to it, is it? This is looking really good. And I have a bit of spell swag. I'll take that. That's a nice win. 94 2-star, it's not a problem now. Easy. This clan did a draw yesterday, 1%, which was unusual. Okay, yeah, before I get into the Legend League, guys, I kind of want to chill now, because that's definitely a bit of an adrenaline spike for me. So, if anyone has any bases that they want me to visit, then I'll check them out. But Play Mines, bro, I want to check your clan out. Let me find your clan tag. Team Parents, this is what you guys did last month. Was this clan? Lionel Messi, what's up, bro? I'll check your base out in a second. I just want to get accepted into this other clan. Actually, I can check it out now. Mr. Messi, Town Hall 16, bro. This was a good time, I guess. I mean, depends on what perspective you have, because from my perspective, it was kind of agonizing. The fact that my base could get tripled by literally anybody with a spam. That was the only thing about Town Hall 16. But in terms of like the growth that I had in my clan, it was a good time for us. And your base looks good, by the way. I know I didn't say anything specifically about your base, but that's actually a good thing. If I hadn't noticed something bad about your base. Are you accepting me? So this was last month, huh? And you guys went up against Ferklabor? You guys actually had the highest percent. Oh, apart from Legion's Curse, I guess. They had a bit higher percent. But they lost A1, which is interesting. Do you know if there's any specific player that I should check out? Let's take a look at all this. Yeah, these are Root Riders, bro. You were complaining about my Root Rider attacks, and then it looks like you guys were using Root Riders too. But I'm I'm sure there was some good stuff in here, so you gotta let me know what to look for. Oh, Drago, let me check your... Did you send me a clan tag? Is that a clan tag? I think it is. Fish or Bunch or Bernal. Bernal was here. He was also playing for one of the clans that we faced against last month. But I'll check out Fish. Let me check your clan out after this. Now that I see that Bernal is in here. Yeah, he was here with this account. Show the Bunch's hits. Okay. Oh, wow. This must have been like a Smurf clan, day 1. Okay, let's look for Bunch. Dragons. With an 11 in his charge. And he probably brought this ice block spell for the Lava Hound. I'm already calling it. Because we have somebody in my clan that's using the Ice Hound with the ice block spell. Just like this. And it's quite effective. That's a nice charge. His placement looks supreme. The way he's placing the invis spells looks really good. Like somebody that's definitely well versed in this strategy. But yeah, he did the ice block spell with the Lava Hound. And I like that a lot. Sultas are his accounts, like S Sultan. This is Bernal. I didn't know that was Bernal. I thought that was somebody different. Yeah, Bernal went crazy in our last Clan War League too. I remember when he tripled our base, he had like a ton of swag. And we had somebody in our league at the time, her name was Implex, and she swagged the RC on Bernal. So pretty interesting watch. And that overgrowth is kind of hilarious, actually. The pathing was perfect. And you want me to share my active base? Are you talking about my, like this base? I can share this. I have to do it from my computer, hang on. Let's take a look at some of these other hits. You guys had some serious dudes in these clans. In this clan. You had Eric. Bernal. Let's check Bunch's hit. Yeah, this is a good base for this kind of an army. If you can get the charge to go into here. Which I'm sure he did. Very nice. Yeah, all this clear. That is very nice. Mr. Suya, I'll check your base out in a second. It's just losing these two that did you guys in, I suppose. I wonder who failed. Oh, is that Hiroya? It is. That's crazy. Got hooked with a 99. This looks like a time fail too. It is a time fail. Fish's hits are nice too. Let's check out Fish's hit. Can see what he did here. Yeah, with the rocket loons. He's using the angry jelly too, which I really like. What I do personally is I bring the sneezy and 3 furnaces, basically to make up for the time that I lost from not using the angry jelly. But actually, if I were to make one change with that rocket loon army I'm using, it would be to bring the angry jelly. It always amazes me that people still go for flingers like this when there's clearly like an expo that's gonna shoot it down after just 1, 2, 3 defenses. You could literally get better value from a siege barracks. But if it works, I guess. It's one of those kind of things, I guess. It seems that most people using this army prefer the healer puppet still over the action figure. It looks like a swag raid spell. And a swag imbus. Okay, let's start doing some base visits. I'll go for El Drago first. If your profile is in your clan, then I can find you guys right there. After these base visits, what I'll do is I'll go for legends. You know, my main clan did a perfect clan war league. Are you talking about like a 385? That's incredibly difficult, actually. Is it this clan? I don't see any 385s here. But I don't think this is that clan tag that you sent me. So I'm gonna check that out real quick. 385 is crazy difficult. You know, the month that we did Champ 2, right before we did Champ 1 last month, was the same month that Kazuma was also doing Champ 2 in his mini clan. And he got 385. Actually, I think he got 375 because another clan managed to draw him. I think that's kind of what happened. Just ordinary. Yeah, these guys are... I know very much well about these guys. And that they're really good. I think these guys were like the first ever, yeah they are, to get a perfect clan war league. May of 2024, that was when it was like Root Riders and Double Overgrowth. That was that meta. And I can totally see how it's easy to get a perfect clan war league there. But they were the first ones to do it, which is pretty cool. What else can I look for? Sonicon, I will check your base out right after this. Miss Rachel Zafra, what's up? You're from the Philippines? That's awesome. I think you might be one of my first viewers from the Philippines. Apart from maybe somebody that was like lurking. Let's check Fish's hit. Yeah, this kind of a base is where I think about the fireball too. Is when there's like a rage tower here with good value. But actually the monolith, like if you shoot the fireball onto the rage tower, I'm not sure that the monolith is in range. It looks close. It looks like it would be like one tile too far. And don't tell me here that he only got 3 defenses with the flinger before it got shot down. I think he did. But this is a nice fireball. He got a 4 defense. I would never use the Flame Flinger if I didn't think that it would last the whole attack. If I thought it was going to go down early like this, I would never use it. After Clan War League, you can join just ordinary. I'll show you. I appreciate that, bro. Let's check out Sonicon's base. And Mr. Lucky is back. You'll be the last one. I'll check your base out, and then I'm gonna go into the legends. Because I think I'm ready now. King Ragnar. Yeah, this is a nice base, bro. And you're using the rocket loons? Oh, you're using a combination of the furnaces and the rocket loons. You gotta let me know if this is working for you, because I was kind of looking at it too. I got a random video that popped up in my recommended, and it kind of looked good. But I never tried it. But yeah, your base is awesome. It looks like mine, like almost finished. Mr. Lakesh. Town Hall 14. This was a good time. This is like when Blizzard Lala was like last effective, you know? Like I started using Blizz Lala in Town Hall 13, and then I used it all the way through Town Hall 14. But then in Town Hall 15 I started switching to other stuff, like Super Archer Blimp, and like Super Hogs. Stuff like that. I stopped using Blizz Lala in Town Hall 15 because it was pretty difficult. But there were still some top players that were using it, which I always thought was crazy. And you have max heroes. Your base looks good, bro. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Gary, I appreciate you letting me hang out and check this out, because these guys are the real deal. Destro and Bernal, these guys are the real deal. But this was last month, you said, right? So I wonder where these guys are now. They're kind of everywhere. This guy's currently global 24. Yeah, this is a bit of a strange mix of players, but it's pretty cool that you got them all together. Oh, this guy's here. This is the clan that we went up against last month, and we defeated them. Yeah, I mean, these guys look certified. It's kind of a surprise that you didn't come in first, actually. I'm sure that before day one that you guys were expected to be the favorites, apart from maybe this clan. Maybe this clan because of Heroia. And maybe that's why you have such a big thing against when people have like 6 accounts in the same Clan War League. You're going to do Champ 1 again in same clan and same lineup next month? That's awesome. We typically search on the first day, like between 6 and 12 hours after the sign up. That's typically when we search. If you're asking for his tag, like his clan tag, this is it. I'll put a bookmark on that. Okay, let's go for legends. I'm not gonna go for 6 accounts because it's getting kind of late. I'll probably just go for 3 or 4 accounts. But I'll show you guys both of my armies. I won't show you just the Root Riders or just the Rocket Loons. I'll show you both. You have another clan with a 100 win streak. That's awesome. Now this is a base that could be tricky. This is where I would prefer having the fireball, obviously, because of these rage towers. Except for the fact that there's a Hoke tower that's not ideal, I suppose. Drop the RC here. And this is where having 7 invis is really nice, because this is where I can start picking up some of these defenses. I missed the Rico, but it's fine. The funnel is good. I don't have any more invis. That's kind of the only thing I need to beware, is that I don't need to make any missteps without invis. Team Parents has 100. I didn't even check the streak, bro. That's crazy. That's an awesome streak. And Mr. Itachi, what's up, bro? And you have another one with a 222 win streak. Are you from Jerry's clan, bro? You might be. This guy, Jerry, who's playing for us, actually, is from originally from a clan that has a 200 and something win streak. So I wonder if you guys know each other. And Mr. Zaki Clashing, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. Sorry I got late. Don't even be sorry, bro. I appreciate that you're here at all, honestly. The way you support the channel is amazing. And guys, check this out. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Zaki Clashing, because his clan is currently ranked global #1 on the builder base side. And I haven't seen his clan outside of global rank 1 in more than a month now, like since I started streaming, which is pretty serious. Okay, let's go for the next one. Space looks a bit rushed. And seeing the Gigabomb here. Actually, on this base, I've also seen it where people put the rest of the traps here also. But I suppose they could be in both sides. I just think make the funnel here with RC. And then put the overgrowth where there's the Hook tower. That's kind of my thinking. Actually, I don't mind getting the hook tower like this. Now I'm gonna do something a little different what I normally do, and I'm gonna use the icebox bell to deflect the invis tower and bring the troop launcher. Normally I would bring the log launcher. I just kind of want to try something different this time because the risk is low. I mean, the RC charge was good, and as well as the fact that the base is rushed. So like this. My queen's dead, but there's still clones walking around. Actually, that did look pretty decent. It looks like I'm gonna swag an overgrowth. Just like that. What bases do you use in defense? For the past few months, I was using a sub. I was using Crispy's bases for the past like 3 months. And they were good. I mean, they did defend. But this month I didn't. I decided not to renew the sub because I know that we're gonna get like broken event troops later in the month. Next month I'll probably subscribe to them again. What I'm using right now, I think, are bases that he sent us last month. I'm not really using anything special this month. Where is 2 witch? I could totally fit a couple witches in here. It's something I've been thinking about because I feel like I'm failing a little more than like the average top player. And when I go to look for like a YouTube video of what some of those players are using, they always have 2 witches, which I find quite interesting. I removed the witches. I had them at one point, but then I removed them so that I could have this Yeti. I kind of screwed this up, didn't I? I'm just gonna go where she can pick up the rage tower. Of course. She almost dies there. This is not a good charge, and not a good way to start the attack. I'm gonna try to make it work, but honestly, I don't know at this point. I think I failed here. I lost my RC. She's dead. Oh, this is definitely a fail. This guy did a good job setting up his base. I will say that, because there was a Tesla out here that pulled my RC away, and that's definitely part of the design. It's not like I had just made a simple mistake. I'm just kind of grabbing what I can. Yeah, let me check out your base. Stream today against Lost Lithium. What I'm gonna do is stream later and show my hits later. We're going up against Lost Lithium next. And so far they're perfect. I mean, I don't know if we can stop them. You know? Praveen thinks we can stop them at least once. But I don't know. A plus 29 isn't so bad after all that madness with Darcy. Is he build for any base building server? I had subscribed to him through Blueprint. That's how I got into his program. Euphoria Tide. Yeah, this streak is nuts, bro. Is this something you do by yourself? Or are these like multiple people? I know there's a lot of people that like to build this kind of a streak by themselves. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Oscar Gamble. I don't know this guy. Oscar Gamble. It's kind of a funky quote. Kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, I mean 225. That's no joke, dude. That's several years of building a streak, and also I think that extends past the point where they allowed for draws, like 100% to 100% draws, not to kill the streak. And so that means that you were risking the streak in every war that you signed up for at one point. In which year you started Clash of Clans? I started in 2014. I think it was originally launched in 2012, but I didn't start playing until 2014. That was the year that I was in my last year of middle school. It was my last year of middle school. I was going into high school. Just gonna grab this. Yeah, I think that's enough, honestly. I could have gone one step further and grabbed the multi-gear, but I prefer to save the invis. That's my preference. Like when I'm unsure, that's what I would do. But if I was sure that putting that last invis there would have been worth it, then I would have used it. Except I'm unsure. This is where I gotta be smart about overgrowth, I think. This is similar to the last base in terms of the fact that it's a double rage base, but the traps are set up differently. There's just two people. You have a few clans with 140 streaks and no loss. That's crazy. And they failed the last base. They did a 99. So even if I failed, then we'd still have a 1-star on them. A 1-star advantage on top of them. We still have some work to do to get out of a demotion territory, but we'll be in 6th. We'll be in 6th at least. I'm predicting that we'll finish in 4th, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm being optimistic. I'm like, realistically speaking, I think that we can finish 4th this week. The only thing that might hurt us is not only if we draw against Lost Lithium, but if we also draw against this Chinese clan, because I think these guys are very capable. Last month they came in 2nd with 372 stars. And so they are a capable clan. What's your Discord? I'll draw my user here. Yeah, my user's in the chat now. I'm really tempted for this base to send my RC into here. I'm tempted, because I have 7 invis. That typically should be enough, typically speaking. Let's try it. There is a NATO. So this was a predicted entry. I need better work from the aura damage. This could be trouble, right? It could be. It depends. I think what I'm gonna do is drop my king here and let him kind of deal with all this alone, and then send my root riders over here. It's unusual, but because of how the RC charge didn't go exactly as planned, I think it should be okay. This might have been a bad idea. It's not impossible for this to triple, as long as that these troops can stay alive and tanking. I still need at least some root riders to make it through. But nah, I think it's another fail. Not the best plan for the RC. Dude, surely buying the accounts. You see me on Wave server? I'm not on Wave server for buying accounts. I'll show you exactly what I'm on a server for. What had happened was that I had, oh no way, the Azure Dragon gets the triple for me. That's some luck, isn't it? It's this clan. This is a level, it started from level 1 and then I did 1 war to get the experience up to level 2 and then I maxed out the clan capital. And Wave did this for me. It's completely maxed. This is where I do my raid weekends. And that way I don't have to deal with the stress of having to worry about why my players are not attacking well in raid weekend. I have a bunch of players that are kind of just spamming. So, like this clan, GreenEternity, typically gets like 1500 raid medals, but if I do it on my own in GreenEternity, then I can get like 17, almost 1800 raid medals. Why would you be there then? I just explained, bro. This is a base that I saw last month against COC Rockers. And what I had done was I put the fireball on the multi-archer. And then there was a huge healer trap in here. And it killed all my healers, but I still managed to triple. It was pretty lucky. I'll say that much. I think what I'm gonna do though is send the RC into here. Kind of something like this, I think. It's not exactly what I wanted. Wow. Now this could work for the fact that I triggered the rage shower on this side. Except now I have to go into both fire spitters, huh? This can fail. I probably have to control one with the healing tome and then the other one with the overgrowth to make this work. Actually, it looks like the king's doing a good job distracting this one. I think we got this. And yeah, here's the healer trap. I lost all my healers, and it was a clan war league hit against the same clan that had like Bernal and Simon and Choa, all those dudes, and I still tripled. Maxing out clan capital for like $20, it was really more like 60 bucks. Actually, it wasn't just $20. I think I'll do 309. Getting tired of Verizon. Again, service dropping out. You might have to switch to AT&T. It's what I use. And there's this feature I don't know if it's an iPhone thing or a carrier thing, but when my Wi-Fi drops out, then everything switches to the cellular rather than disconnecting. And that's what I was trying to figure out last night, because my stream was cutting out last night. Now, this is a base where in the past what I've done is I've sent the RC where she grabs the multi-gear. But if something gets stuck in this dead space, then it can fall apart. Like the queen, and if she steals all the healers, it can fall apart. But I do think that going for the multi-gear is best. Because if you at least just clear this, then you have a funnel that goes pretty much all the way to the RC, or to the town hall. I don't mind that the RC's going for an ice golem right now, because the timing was good. I think I did take the blast of the Giga Bomb, but it's okay. It looks like my fox made it out. I did press the queen ability by mistake, but it's not so big of an issue because I get an early giant spawn this way, you know? It's not exactly wasted, but it's not ideal either. I'm just gonna put the overgrowth here. It could be swag, but I don't know. I don't want to think too much about whether I can swag it or not. I just want to think about tripling. Mr. Ink Demon, what's up, bro? You just barely came back to Clash, and you're a new Town Hall 14, wow. Did you play like since the early days? And then quit in Town Hall 13? Because that would have been like 6 or 7 years ago that you quit. And now you're back. It's basically a different game now. Hi, Cecil. My dog is visiting me. I think I've been playing this since 2017. Yeah, that's already 8 years ago. That's crazy. Let's go for 309 here. This is a base where I could be thinking about the log launcher because of the fire spitter orientation. If the fire spitters were facing away, then the troop launcher approach would be the simplest. But I feel like that whoever built this base also thought of that. And so it's probably that the traps are in here. Yo, I think this guy might be trying to buy the whole set, because he already has the RC and the scenery. This is not intentional. Going this way with RC. I meant to push her more towards the multi-inferno. But I think I can work with this. It's not the worst funnel, is it? Let's try this. That's a nice spiky ball. Picking up the spell tower like that. That's really nice. I might have to use the ice block here to save my RC. This is where I'm really hoping for a little bit of hope from the Azure Dragon. I don't know if I have it. It's close. But I got him. 309. There's people talking about strategy in the chat. My queen and warden are max for Town Hall 13, that's good. That's like level 75 done already. Which is most of the work done. Yeah, so far this is my only fail today, is this 89%. If you include all of my Clan War League and stuff. This is where I use the rocket loons, right? I'll use the rocket loons. I'll go for, hang on, I gotta switch my phone because my phone is logged onto this account. I'll go for one account with rocket loons and then one more account with the root riders, and I think I'm gonna call it good on the stream. It's getting kind of late for me and I have some plans, some work plans later today. Okay, let's try this. Now the question is where to put the fireball. To me, the sweeper looks like the best target, actually. Just gotta watch the monolith. Did my healers really get hit like that? They did. I think that my warden is in trouble. He is. That's unfortunate. This is what I'm saying about this strategy, is that its biggest weakness right now are with the enemy CC. If I have if there's a single fire mite that touches my healers, then the attack is finished. And I don't think that's fair. And of course my king ability is forced. I don't have any invis to save him. This will probably fail, will it? Let's just drop my RC where she can grab the town hall. Nice freeze. That is a nice freeze, isn't it? Terrible. I had no chance once my healers went down. I never used rocket looms. I think rocket looms can be a good counter for the bases that are tricky for the root riders. But I feel like this base that I hit just now would have been easier with the root riders. Let's see what the heck happened. I was really surprised to see that there was a fire mite that got my healers. It's really quite surprising because it looks like my warden is positioned in such a way that he... Yeah, what happened? That doesn't make any sense. There was one fire mite right there. Came from there. There it goes. One single fire mite, bro, and all my healers are dead. They need to nerf that. Nice stream, you're doing great, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow, man. I'll be live again, yeah, tomorrow. I'm probably gonna send the warden where he goes behind the fire spitter. I don't want to spend too many more rocket loons now. Gotta be careful. And there's a furnace. My warden is not keeping up here. I think that means I lost a healer. I don't really think that this should be an issue for my warden, except that it is. I must have lost a healer. I'm gonna use my RC to pull the warden. And let the Azure Dragon take care of this area. Nice and easy. You didn't know you could donate it with the elixir. Will that change when we had the anytime training? Now the armies don't take any time to train at all. And so as a result of that, they made it so that donations cost resources. That's kind of how that happened. This was really just a few months ago, wasn't it? That they introduced anytime training. It wasn't that long ago. Wow, I get this feeling I need to put the fireball in this inferno. That could take some time. Yeah, let's go for it. I just gotta watch the time. I'm gonna wait for this multi-archer to go down and then I'm gonna shoot the fireball. Now the question is if that's worth all my invis or not. You could argue that maybe it isn't. But it is a good fireball. It gets both of the spell towers. As well as the clan castle. I'm just checking for some air bombs. Just gotta watch the clock. Nice and easy. It's not initially a base I thought that would be easy because at first glance the fireball wasn't so obvious. Once I spotted the multi-inferno, I felt like that was the only good target. Mr. LLA Hunter, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. You're a little late because I finished all my Clan Warley kits earlier and I did 6 triples. If you want to check that out, you can go on YouTube and and rewind the video. That's if you want to check that out. I love to see a base like this with the fireball. Wow, that was close, wasn't it? Cost me 4 invis to do that, which I think is a bit excessive. But the firewall value is still too good, I think. And I actually appreciate the warden is stepping this way. Just gotta watch the queen here. She's a little naked. Or vulnerable, I guess I should say. Naked is not the best word there. I did kind of swag the ice block, but it's okay. It's really not an issue. Swag to freeze too. Beautiful, thank you. It's good to see you here on my stream, dude. Mr. Abu Bakar. I didn't start this account in the season with the rocket loons. I think I just switched because of Clan War Leagues. I just kind of randomly switched the armies that I'm using. I'm stuck between these 4 armies. And I'm open to suggestions. If anybody in the clan or in the stream chat has suggestions for what else I should use. Somebody the other day mentioned Super Hogs, and I thought that was a good idea. This one is my Root Rider army. This one is the Rocket Loons. This one's throwers, but I didn't do that great with them. And same with dragons. I might give Super Hogs a try. Mr. Renaji, what's up, bro? Hey, it's good to see you here. Show your Clan War Leagues. It's not going that great, I'll be honest. I'll show you after this hit. We lost day 1 and day 2 is what happened. I'm just trying to decide what to do for Fireball in this base. I think I'm just going to put it on this Rage Tower because there's the Giga Bomb there, so it disables that too. I'm gonna test for a Tesla. Now, to me, it's not ideal that the warden ended up going north. I would have preferred if he went to the other fire spitter, to this fire spitter, I mean. But actually, it looks like he can go either way. Doesn't look like the hugest mistake. Just gotta make sure he doesn't get sniped somehow. And he's dead. That was a mistake. A mistake enough to kill the attack, I think. Unfortunately, but it's okay. I'm probably gonna have to send the RC into the town hall as a direct consequence of what just happened. Or maybe the super minions can get it. That would be a nice pickup. But maybe not. That's an epic fail, unfortunately. I even had this rage spell that I could have used to save the warden, so I'll accept my mistake here. How are you? I'm great, Renaji. I'm honestly a huge fan of yours, so it's nice that you're here. I don't talk a lot in your streams, but I'm always there, trust me. So this is what we have. In day 1, this was really unfortunate. I did 6 triples with my accounts, and all of our fails came from pretty much everybody else. Pretty much. And so we lost this war, and it's tragic. I mean, some of these bases were really easy. Like, you look at this and you wouldn't guess that this guy is seriously trying to defend with fire spitters and a enemy warden and a hole next to the scatter shot, but his RC got hooked. Just like that. And that's how he failed that base. And it was a whole series of just attacks that kind of went like this. And then in day 2, I failed. This is where I failed 3 attacks, which is so bad luck, because I think all of these fails were time fails. You can take a look at this. Yeah, this was definitely a time fail. I mean, you see the timer and it's 3 minutes. I know, it's not as impressive as the run that we had last month. Last month we did amazing. Could use the Super Yeti Fireball Itsu posted. I haven't seen any of Itsu's videos in a while, so I don't know what he's posting these days. He likes to post stuff that literally none of the pro players are using, and so that's why it's hard for me to take him seriously sometimes. He's definitely a talented player, but if he's just doing it for content, then I don't know. But yeah, my healers here kind of betrayed me. They got stuck on a Yeti. If they had gone over here with the rest of my heroes, then there was a chance to triple, but they kind of did nothing. And so this is just a time fail. That's how we lost day 2. But day 3 we won. We had 2 fails today, and they were by the same guy, unfortunately. And this guy literally never failed until today. Even last month, he had done only 2 fails. So I don't expect him to fail anymore this week. I mean, anything can happen, you know, but... And we're up against Lost Lithium. So this clan is probably gonna... Like, even if we get 45 on them, they could still draw the war. This is kind of a decent base to find the fireball. Actually, my initial thinking is that the only good place for the fireball is the town hall. And it's kind of risky. I think I'm gonna try it. The reason I say it's risky is because, I mean, it's kind of a long walk to the town hall, so there could be an implication that time is an issue here. I can try to speed up the charge a bit with rocket loons, but there's only so much I can do. I'm gonna wait for the warden to step where there's the air defense. Actually, I might just go for it like this. Just gotta be careful about the fire spitter, I suppose. But I'm not so worried now. This is where I like to use the ice block spell to save the fox. It's like that. That keeps the fox nice and safe. And this has some nice swag. Two more hits. Yeah, guys, I think after these last 2 hits, I'm gonna call it good. So if anyone has any bases they want me to visit, I don't mind hanging out for a few extra minutes, but I think I'm gonna do the rest of my Legends off stream today. It's pretty late for me, it's just past midnight. This is a nice base to find with the fireball, isn't it? Except for the hook tower. That's kind of the only scary thing about this base, but sending the king into the hook tower isn't a bad idea, is it? So I should probably just start my charge over here. I'll save one furnace. Just like that. I do have to be careful now, because there is a hook tower that's pretty close by my warden. He didn't end up going the way I initially hoped he would. So, but the hook tower does grab my king, which was the whole idea, right? That was pretty easy, wasn't it? The music looks pretty quiet, so I'm just gonna turn it up just a little bit. But I know there's some tracks that get pretty loud, so I gotta turn it back down eventually. I can't hear the music this time, because I would like to just focus on the attacks. Another nice base for Fireball. I think I have a, what is this, a 298 or a 296? Just gotta watch my warden over here. This is looking like a bit of spell swag too. Nice and easy. Mahalo? Is that, I always wondered, is that a Chinese surname? Ma? Or maybe you're not from China, and then I'm just assuming. 我会说中文. I learned how to speak Mandarin in high school. $2.95. Not ideal, I suppose, but as long as my other accounts do well, then, you know, it's okay, I suppose. Yeah, it depends on defense too, I suppose. Anyway, guys, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it because it's late for me. It's 12:21 a.m. So, and I have some work plans later. So, I think I'm gonna go live again in 20 hours or 21 hours, which is gonna be about a half hour to 45 minutes before the reset. And then I'll show you guys my day 4 hits against Lost Lithium. We can do a bit of Legends tomorrow also. Alright, y'all. Have a great night.